everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics, back in my kitchen, ready for action. How about you? Gonna do some blow flowers today. Gonna give that a whirl. Thanks to Rinske from, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from the Netherlands for the inspiration. I've done one already and sold it in like lickety split. So I thought, was that beginner's luck? Or can you do it again? So I'm gonna try again. Let me get you down on the table here. And I have two little 8x8 canvases all ready to go. And the colors I'm gonna use this time are, I think these are my favorite colors because I keep coming back to them. We have the blue, again, the Grumbacher Academy Prussian blue. And then we have a soft body, the Liquitex soft body in the alizarin crimson. Where's the label? Right there, this stuff. And then 3 colors of the Artist Loft Flow acrylic. So I had the gold. It's a darker gold than normal, but I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. And we also have that in black and white. So I'm a little nervous to use just water and paint because I just think that's a bad idea. You've got to be careful not to go over 30% or you'll break up the binders in the paint. So I'm just going to use my new favorite pouring medium recipe and then thinned out my paint with waters. So the pouring medium recipe was 12 ounces of Elmer's glue all, 4 ounces of Floetrol, 4 ounces of, oh, I had something new today. What did I do with the bottle? Of the Golden Gloss Medium General Purpose Acrylic Fluid. 4 ounces of that and 4 ounces of water mixed well. Probably for the high flow and the soft body, probably 60% paint to 40% pouring medium. And then for the Grumbacher, it was 50-50. And then all of them, I added water, you know, for a more watery consistency. So no real trace to speak of. The paint pours directly into the cup without leaving a mound or anything. It just goes right in. I can't spell letters or do anything with it. No silicone. And yeah, I got a big old jug quart of my titanium white. I made a lot just to like put it in a squeeze bottle and have it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump a bunch on this canvas like that and give it a spread. I'm sorry I didn't post a second video from the other night. Oh, I forgot to bring that up here to show you guys. The last guy where I wrecked a perfectly good pour to make another painting, that guy looks fantastic, and it dried in a day. And it dried perfectly, and it's all very shimmery and pretty. And if I don't take too long filming this, I might run down and grab it so I can show you guys at the end. But I'm super tickled pink with that painting. But I ran out of time that night. It was getting later and later, and I was editing, you know, that video, and I'm like, I just need to go to bed, so I never did film. And then I spent the rest of the weekend resining, and I did about 20 pieces, which is madness. Like, I can't wait that long to resin, because that's just too much. What do I have lying around that I can show you that I've resined? I know I showed you this guy before, just this cute little round, but it's like all super shiny and pretty now. Looks so amazing. So he's done. These will be going on Etsy in a day or two. What else? Like this guy here. So, I mean, it just adds a whole other dimension. The resining does. It really does. One of my favorites is this. I have this blue and yellow guy that's on a thicker round. And I even managed to, if you take your finger and just a little bit of resin and rub the sides and not get the thick runny lines, it works out really well because I like the lines coming down. But That guy too. Like this one's ready to go. He did one coat of resin. Just put my sticker on the back, throw it on the store. Anyway, that's how I spent my weekend doing all that. All right, that looks good. So let me think about what I want to do. Just have something abstract, I guess. So I'm just gonna put down a little bit of blue there. Yeah, a touch of black, maybe in the middle. Let's put the gold on top of the blue. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of the crimson. You can kind of go in the middle, I guess. I don't know. I'm winging it. Nothing in mind in particular. Just something pretty. And let me turn this around a second. Pour my white around it. Put a whole bunch in front, or you're going to blow it over. Apologies for the noise of my trusty blow dryer. And you can tell I've done things like this before. Look at this guy. I'm just going to put it on low. Maybe. Whoa! There. Cover it up. Don't let all the paint run off. Should have done a little more in the middle. Color's already popping through. Something like that. Wow, that's pretty. That might be fast and easy. I'm gonna see if it sells up any without the silicone. I like my hard lines at the end here. I'm gonna torch a little bit for bubbles. I like the red in the middle. That was a good call. So that was me making a V with the blue and the gold. Probably could have used a little more gold and then the black and the crimson in the middle there. That worked out really nice. Getting some nice little cells going. That might be number one, done. Pop some bubbles. Oh yeah, little lacing popping up. And voila. I've been meaning to do these and film them. And I thought today would be a good day because I have about 45 minutes to myself before I have to take my daughter to ice skating yet again. So as soon as I walked in the door from work, I'm like, go, 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 go. I just threw on a t-shirt and boom. I'm not touching it. That's great. Let me flip it around so you can see it. Put it off to the side. I'm leaving it just the way it is. It's great. It goes like this. I lift it up so you can see it like that, and ta-da! There's number one. Let's move him out of the way. Grab number two. Hardly any paint on my tarp. That's great. Let's move him. This style is all about knowing where the air is going out of your hairdryer, honest to God. Oh, I can see I need to touch up some corners with white on that one. I'll get to that in a little bit. This canvas here was new, and like an idiot, I had a, when I was peeling tape for my resin projects. Hold on a second, let me rinse off my gloves. I was an idiot, and I think it was like one of these, or it was one where I was just like this guy. I had one of these and I peeled the tape off the bottom, and I was looking for a cup or something to set it on, and I stuck it on this canvas, and look at that. It like stuck perfectly and pulled up the gesso. Another Karen classic do remove right there. All right, number 2. We're just gonna do the 2 today. Hopefully this one will be as easy. My white again. I got plenty of white, that's good. Put it in my squeeze bottle. Now give me the stick. Save it for my next project. One thing I do like to do differently that I didn't do in this one is the first one I made. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was basically the same, swap out the blue for a pink, and it was the same, you know, black and gold and crimson, but with pink instead of blue. And what I did was waited until the first layer was almost dry, and then I added a couple more dots in blue again to create layers on top of my flower. And that worked out really well. That's tougher to film because you have to, you know, you have that waiting time in between. But I like that a lot because it gave it some depth. But we'll save that for another day because I have limited time today. So, should I just do the same thing or do something a little more random? Let's be random. And I have a big splooge of something in my black. Off you go. Let's go up a little higher this time too. Let's do a little circle of black. Let's do the gold. Something crazy. Gold's getting up kind of high though, so let's cover a little bit of the gold. And let's put the crimson at the bottom. I don't know. Just to see what happens. Bunch up at the top there. I don't think you need that much on the sides or the bottom. That's just my personal theory. All right. Move him out of the way. Flip this around. Don't let it run off too much. I could see a lot of the paint buried under the white though. And let's see, maybe go, instead of straight up, maybe try to do 2 sides. Let's see. Very feathery. Very pretty though. Let's give that a second. Let it chill. Let it recover from the shock. What just happened? What just happened to me? This one got some cool effects, like when you move it. I mean, these are a lot of fun and they seem easy. And they are relatively easy, don't get me wrong, but in that like 3 seconds that you're actually using your hair dryer, the slightest of moves is going to affect the outcome of your painting. So obviously when I got up here and I just barely went like this, like I'm going to play, when I turn this off and play back to watch it, I bet you I moved just a little bit and it created this whole little series of little wiggles on both sides that, you know, I would like to take credit for that I really can't. Now the only thing I'm thinking about is I do have like this blob of red. Either I leave it because it looks like the outside of the flower with the petals on the inside, or, you know, I could take it, if I had time, I might let this congeal a bit and then take a layer of gold and put it on top. I like this pretty much as is. Let me give it a torch now. You see lots of bubbles at the top. There's some lacing coming up along the petals. Maybe some in there. I don't think that red's gonna do anything. No, it's too thick. Let me get some at the bottom here. Maybe some along here. I also don't like to torch these whole things, like the whole painting, because then it doesn't look like anything. It looks like a sea of cells, like a sea of baby cells, and you lose your composition. But that's just me. If you like a lot of cells, hey, torch away, go for it. And let me turn him around. Obviously, this is where, like there's missing white here, where I'm gonna go, you know, take my stick and to have this nice and clean, do, you know, stuff like this. Make sure I get my corners with the white. Make sure I get my sides really well. Like right up here, I can see where I missed. And since your white is fairly thin, even if it looks lumpy, don't worry about it. It'll self-level fairly quickly. If it's nice and thin with no trace, you can just leave it be bumpy. It won't stay that way as it dries. All the way, look at this side. Yeah, that guy's great. Let me flip him around so you can see him. Try not to mess him up. And there's that guy. Pretty cool, huh? Sweet and easy, cute little pear. Done, ready to go, ready to dry. I can clean up and be done before my daughter gets home. And they'll never know because I'll get on and put it on my drying table. Let me get the camera down. I'll give you guys a better close-up of both of them and say goodbye for now. And yeah, short and sweet today for me. It's like, what's wrong with her? No 50-minute videos. How long is this? Look at that, not even 20 minutes. Very cool. Do love the colors. Let me, well, I can move the camera around. Let me get you down on this one first so you can get a better look. Hopefully I can hold it steady. Wow, it's upside down. Let me turn it. Let me go over to the other one. This way, sorry. So here's the first one. Is he right side up? No, they're still upside down. Such a goober. Very pretty though. Love the little bit of cells, nothing crazy. That's the first one. Come around here to the second one. And there's the parts I'm talking about with the slightest movement of my hand. You get all kinds of cool effects. So, ta-da! Yeah, that's it for me. Under 20 minutes, yay. Oh yeah, a couple pours still. And I'll show you the goodies next time. So take care from now. I'll see you in a couple days. Bye-bye. No, that wasn't very long. I realized it's Monday, which means my daughter can skate later, which means I don't have to be out of the door at 4:30 sharp, because she only skates for about 45 minutes, so I have an extra 15 minutes. I grabbed 2 more 8x8s, gallery wrapped, like 1.5 inches thick, I think I might have just enough paint, enough white to cover both, and do 2 more. I did a little 6x6 that I'll show you at the end. But let's whip out 2 more. And I was playing with how much paint to pour on the canvas, and I think less is more, definitely. Well, these are a little bigger, so I don't know. It's going to be close with the white. So let's see. There's a clean spot. And what I might do is not worry about my sides, you know, because you can always go back and touch up the white with the sides. I can do that after the fact. That's easy enough. So I think that's what I'll do, just in the interest of white paint conservation. Since I don't have time to whip up another batch of white, we're just going to do the tops for now. All right. So I did one with blue, black, and gold, and left out the crimson. So this time let's do crimson, kind of more in the middle. Kind of a little bit like that, and the gold. Stick some gold, just like that, just a little, and then maybe a little bit of black. And just 2 dollops there, like that. Pour my white around. Again, kind of heavy on the one top. Go around the circle. Maybe some right in the middle of it. Why not? Like that. And let me move this one guy out of the way. I can show you. So there's that guy. He's cool. He's just more abstract, which I kind of like a lot. And selective torching with that one as well. So, all right. Cover it up that way. Let's see. And take it this way. So for this guy, I do want it up. See, I'm thinking I wanted it to go up a little more here. I kind of do, but man, I love just like the little tentacles. Let me stare a second. Definitely more white. Let me take a little bit of gold. Don't splooge it everywhere, Karen. Some gold. A little bit of black. And my white. I'll put my white on top, on the bottom of that. So you have a spot to blow it up. All right. I'm not liking the composition of this one. Knew they all couldn't be easy, right? And I feel like it needs a little more color. Yeah. like the gold in this one though. Let me just do a bunch of gold and white and see what happens. My sides might be covered anyway if I keep adding paint to this because it's all spilling over. Well, let me take that up north. Voila, like that, way, 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 way better. That's cool. It looks like an iris. That one does. She sure does. I'm gonna whip out one more and then I gotta fly. So let me put him off to the side. I'll zoom in close, but he's great. Let me let him sit a second and give it a little torch. Some selective torching on the tops of these petals. Some on this guy, some on this one. This one's sewed up all by itself. Some down here. And some right in there. I'm gonna leave the rest, leave that one plain. Leave that kind of plain. Yeah, okay, that one's cool, I'm happy. Happy with the composition. One more. Yeah. I mean, I love that one, but I really did want more abstract like the blue guy. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Last one. Last one, I'm gonna clean up and hide all the evidence. I think I have just enough white for the top. And then enough to do my circle. And then if I have enough, I'm gonna take my paintbrush off canvas and I'll do the sides of these two after. But just let me get enough to cover the top for now. I find too that with this style, I don't like the white too thin. You need some white, even though you pour white around your blob or whatever, you do need the white to help move the paint outward. So don't make it too thin on top. Leave a little bit. It helps. And I am happy that it works with my pouring medium recipe too, and not just water. I just have peace of mind, I guess. That I know it's not going to flake or fall apart. Because I don't trust I think you have to be really good at doing this to know when you have 30%. I guess if you measured out your paint and you're the type of person who like uses a scale and you measure and then add your water and you kept it under 30%, you'd be fine. But since I'm an eyeball kind of gal, I totally don't trust myself to do that at all. All right, what am I thinking this time? I don't want all the colors again. How about blue and gold? Blue, gold, and black? Yeah, let's do that. So let's put a wiggle of black down first. Whoa, that's too much black. Easy on the black. We're gonna do gold, blue, gold. Let's put blue at the bottom to blow it up. And then the gold again. Like kind of some in the middle of that blue. Something like that. Oh yeah, this is it, because I'm out of white. A bunch up here. Yep. What time is it? Oh, okay. gosh, do I love those colors. Don't like the composition again. So picky. So picky. Let me stare a second. Yeah, it's just way too blobby. It's not bobby, it's blobby. Let me goof around for a second. I'm kind of see what I like. That's a lot of fun though. I do like that. Where you go in, you grab some covers and you wispy it off. That's very fun. Me likes that a lot. Well, that one's gonna get ruined, but. So basically I like this half of the painting. And I'm gonna put a little blob here and redo it that way and see what happens. And I got enough black there. And the blue and gold over here is stunning. So let's just do blue and gold. Kind of right here. You don't need a lot of paint. A little bit of gold. Any white left? Be getting white off the table next. A little bit that way. Try to keep this half of the painting. Karen, that was really stupid. Ugh. I'm an idiot. Like I stuck my hair dryer under my arm for a second and I totally splooged my favorite t-shirt. So I'm going to have to change it and spray it down and hopefully get that paint out because I love this t-shirt. That I like way better. I kind of want to stick my finger in it right here just to soften that up a little bit. But man, I love the gradation of colors there. I like my little wiggle lines a lot. I might pour some white. I'm gonna fill this in with white so that it breaks right at this one like leaf or whatever, and this part here is just gonna be white. But and I still love my wispies everywhere else. Let that sit a second. Put my hair dryer away somewhere safe. I have 9 minutes and I'm done, so I can breathe. Which means I have 9 minutes, or I'll have 5 minutes to spray on my favorite t-shirt. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Just about out of white. Take all of this and say goodbye to it. I'll show you the break. I probably should have scraped it first, but I'll give that a blow. Something like, there you go. Something, just so you guys get the idea. I'll have to go back up and touch that up. My white has gotten dirty because I must have stuck something in it. So now it's got like gray lines running through it everywhere. Let me give this guy a torch. Get the guys down close. Really happy with. I think that's my favorite. Definitely. Nice, cool. Pop some bubbles. Very lightly, like torching like the little petal thingies. That's it. Maybe some in there. That doesn't need any. I'm gonna leave it alone. And the colors here are so great. I don't want to muddy it up with cells. Yeah, that's my favorite for sure. I'm gonna, I think, play on this on a much bigger canvas and do that where you take your stick and make wispies and then blow it out. I just think that adds a lot of interest to it. So I think that'll be my new inspiration. Let me get you guys down. Of course, see, now it's a Karen video because I added, 16 more minutes. I couldn't like freak you guys out by having a 20-minute video. That would just be ridiculous. Ridiculous. So let me go this way so you can see this guy here. And Nicole, that's my favorite. Yep. Like, I like him so much, I don't know if I can sell him. We'll see. And then here's the iris one over here. She's pretty. And then the abstract one over there. I wonder if these are upside down because I turned my phone. Let me turn it back. So they should be upside down to you now, I think. And then I should be right side up. Oh, I forgot to show you the painting again. Next time, I promise. This is it, I'm done for real, for reals. So I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.